How did Roddy Ricch, a rapper who held the world by his hands at only the age of 21, had fans always waiting for his next release and seemingly developing Drake's level of momentum, performing shows like this, fall from grace in such a short period of time, even contemplating he was going to delete all his social media? Did he stop making good music, or was it that people just got over it? Hi, I'm Drado, and I make weekly documentaries of the things I'm into, so consider subscribing if you enjoy this style of video. And today we are diving deep into how social media led to Roddy Ricch's downfall, sending him back to the box where he exploded out of. In 2019, Roddy Ricch was outselling the likes of Justin Bieber, and even had Selena Gomez begging fans to literally stream her album over his music.
You know, it's not about numbers for me, but I would love for the most important album I've ever released to become #1. So, if you don't mind streaming it or listening to it on all the platforms, it would mean the absolute world to me. This is, again, something I dreamed about for so long.
Roddy Ricch, whose government name Sir Roderick Moore, was first introduced to this world in 1998. Born and raised in Compton, Roddy Ricch grew up in one of the harshest environments and streets filled with drugs and gang-related activities. Even Kendrick Lamar once said, only 1 in a million would ever make it out of the depth of Compton, and he even once referred to the city as living in Iraq. Roddy Ricch himself even once told an unbelievable story of how he was taking a walk one night and saw a lot of blood in one of the corners of the streets. That's when he realized how life is so fragile, and he knew he had to make it out of the streets. He started gaining interest in hip-hop from a young age, but he faced a lot of challenges along the way. Also, as you know, Roddy Ricch was born and raised in a Christian home, and as we all know how parents and relatives from Christian homes are always strict, but despite that, Roddy Ricch beat the odds, which led him to who he is today and being successful at such a young age. At only the age of 15, Roddy Ricch was already among the Park Village Crips, which was a gang located to the west side of Compton. This would further lead him to getting kicked out of the house, which would teach him a lesson, and as he states, he had to do something to make an additional income. As stated before, Roddy Ricch grew up with his siblings, mom and grandma, who decided to take him to church, which would bring him a worse experience, as he saw people going to church and devoting themselves all the time but were suffering in real life. But little did he know that this experience would ultimately change his life forever, as Kendrick Lamar, a rap legend, happened to go to the same church. During his childhood, Roddy Ricch got a chance to meet the young Kendrick Lamar, who would offer him a word of encouragement and told him to pursue his dreams and never give up. After that, Roddy decided school is not a place for him to be. Becoming a member of the Crips gang, Roddy would commit robberies and sell drugs to get an upkeep for himself. By the 8th grade, he had started ditching school. During that period of 8th and 10th grade, he would develop symptoms of anger and antisocial behavior, which he would later bring out in his debut album released in 2019. He would try to address these issues by seeking help and going to therapy, but later decided to discontinue it during his final years in high school, as he was deeply involved in street life. This would land him in lots of trouble, even being booked multiple times and staying for a week in the county jail for wrecking his car during a gang violence and possession of a gun at the age of 18. It was during these sad times that he decided who he wanted to be. He could either spend the rest of his life in the chase with cops or focus on his dreams. This decision would later bring an impact, as after that, he started recording music at his uncle's house and releasing snippets, but at the time, he gained less attraction as he was not making music similar to the West Coast or his hometown rappers like Kendrick Lamar, YG and Nipsey Hussle, but he was more to Atlanta vibes, and he was looking on to rappers like Future and Young Thug. In 2017, Roddy Ricch's life would take a turn as he released his first mixtape, Fit the Streets, which was kinda like an improvement of his sound, with songs like Chase the Bag and Hood Rich going viral on both YouTube and SoundCloud, even getting recognition from rappers like Meek Mill and Nipsey Hussle, then getting recognized by the record producer Mustard, and this would mark by the beginning of their recording relationship and also his success as a rapper. In 2018, he would follow it up with this single Die Young, with a beat produced by none other than London on the track, which he wrote during the night of the death of rapper XXXTentacion, and the song was a tribute to his friend who had died in a high-speed chase. The song became a ticket for Roddy Ricch to the big leagues as it went 2 times gold in the US and charted in the Billboard Hot 100. In December 2019, he dropped his second studio album, Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial, with songs like The Box going viral on TikTok for its catchy ad-libs at the beginning of the track. Now here's where Roddy Ricch's career will take an unexpected twist. After not releasing a song for over a year, he decided to release his next project, Live Life Fast, in 2021, which was received with critics and mixed reviews as he failed to match up to the success of his debut.
I thought we were honestly in for a pretty ambitious undertaking here, but Live Life Fast is definitely a switch up, but sadly it's not a great one.
Fans wanted the 2019 Roddy Ricch. It seems like critics finally caught up to him, as he received more backlash on Twitter when he dropped a snippet in one of the songs of his next album. Even wrote on a related story, "Guess I'm a flop now, shit crazy." Roddy Ricch decided to do the unexpected and deactivated his Twitter and Instagram accounts. But behind this, he was fighting his own demons and family issues. He even admitted he wasn't focused on music more than he should be. As he geared up to his next project, Feed the Streets 3, Roddy decided to focus more on his hardcore fans rather than chasing mainstream success. He decided to fire back at these fans who had unrealistic expectations, telling them to make themselves happy. His journey, once full of passion, came to a stop as he hasn't dropped anything since, beside side projects and collaborations with other rappers. But this doesn't impress fans as they want his own main project. So will Roddy Ricch capture the magic that made him shine? That I do not know. Hey, if you made it this far, drop a like on the video and subscribe for weekly videos. Until next time, peace.